ISCO has produced this fuel gas pipe electrofusion video series as a complement to the MTD Electrofusion System Training and Installation Manual. They should only be used as a supplement to hands-on training and are not intended to be used for system design purposes or to take the place of advice from a professional engineer. Always follow the proper regulations and procedures outlined by the equipment manufacturer and your company, and, where applicable, personal protective equipment. There are two primary types of electrofusion fittings: socket and saddle. This video outlines the joining procedures for saddle-type fittings, which include branch saddles, tap tees, and repair saddles. Page 18 of the training manual has a detailed and comprehensive list of tools and equipment you will need to perform the socket fusion. Once you have the proper tools and equipment, we are ready to begin. The first step in preparing pipe for fusion is to remove loose mud, dirt, and debris with water and a cloth. For saddle joints, 3 times the width of the saddle is generally sufficient. Clean the pipe surface with an approved solvent from ASTM F3565. ISCO recommends 90% isopropyl alcohol. Clean an area 2 times the width of the saddle fitting. Keep the fitting in the original bag, place it on the fusion site on the pipe, and make width marks on the pipe equal to the width of the saddle plus 1 inch. Fill in with alternating marks from width mark to width mark. Use an approved peeling tool to peel away the top layer of pipe surface, ensuring all alternating marks are removed, and the ribbon from the tool is continuous. After the pipe has been peeled, carefully use a new solvent wipe for a final cleaning to ensure the pipe is completely dry and free of any oils or other contaminants. When wiping the pipe, move the wipe around the pipe, not along it, and make sure the wipe doesn't leave the peeled pipe area. Carefully remove the fitting from packaging and use a new solvent wipe to clean the fusion area on the underside of the saddle to help ensure successful fusion and joint integrity. Do not touch the bottom of the saddle with anything other than the wipe. Place the saddle on the peeled area of pipe surface and tighten using only hand tools. There are 3 common means of fitting the joint, each of which we will illustrate. The fitting is sufficiently tight when it doesn't move around the pipe when pushed with reasonable force. For molded underclamps, loosen screws from the base of the saddle, but don't remove them. Open underclamp and snap it around the pipe. Reposition T-shaped clasps into slots in the saddle base and turn the screws clockwise until fitting comes into tight contact with the pipe. For nylon strap underclamps, loosen the U-bolt nuts on both sides and remove them along with the backing plate from one side. Place the saddle on the pipe and pass strap and U-bolt under the pipe, up through the holes in the saddle base, and reinstall backing plate and nuts. Turn nuts clockwise and evenly until saddle comes into tight contact with pipe. For 1 1/4 inch main size tap tees, an external underclamp is required due to the very small profile of the saddle base. To use the underclamp tool, place the tap tee on the main, then slip the tool around the base of the tap tee. Tighten the tool by depressing the lever. Mark the pipe at the edge of the saddle on both sides to give visual evidence that the saddle position does not change during or after fusion. Connect your Electrofusion processor to the terminals on the fitting. Select Fusion mode and start the Electrofusion process according to your operator's manual. Verify that the fusion time on the fitting label matches the time displayed on the processor. All MTD Electrofusion fittings are capable of fusing in dedicated or resistor ID mode. We recommend fusing in barcode mode whenever possible. Only scan the fusion barcode of the fitting to which the control box is connected. Visually inspect the joint for inconsistencies or anomalies. Guidance can be found on page 37 of the Fusion Manual. Write the operator's initials and the time of day the heating cycle was completed. MTD saddle-type fittings with integrated clamps are designed to be buried with the clamp in place. If you prefer removing the clamp, allow the joint to cool for the time specified on the fitting label before removing. If desired, write start and end time for this phase on the pipe surface. Prior to pressure testing, backfilling, tapping, or other handling, allow the fused pipe and fitting to sit for 3 times the labeled cooling time. For socket-type fittings, refer to the MTD Electrofusion System Training and Installation Manual or our video, Joining Procedures for Socket-Type Fittings. If you have other questions, please call ISCO at 800-633-7131 or visit our website, isco-pipe.com. Thank you for watching.